Right here, people saying, oh, it's chucking it down with rain outside. Well, how stupid can you get? You can't chuck rain. I mean, if you try this, it will go through your fingers. Hi. Now let's have a look at the weather, one of my favourite subjects. There's always something to talk about. Do you remember this hot summer years ago? Do you remember the cold winter 62, 63 and so on? Anyway, on a blazing hot summer's day in the UK, it is a fact that the Earth is actually further away from the sun than it is in the winter. That's hard to believe, isn't it? But that is a fact. Now, do you know that forecasters nowadays always seem to begin their forecast with a summary of the weather that's just gone? We want to know what's going to happen, not what's just gone. I don't think they used to do that years ago. And I think they do it nowadays because they are certain of getting the first couple of minutes of their 5-minute slot correct. Have you noticed how weather forecasters always seem to be more cheerful and with a big smile on their face when there's bad weather on the way or when it's absolutely pouring with rain outside? Yeah, they always seem to be extra cheerful. Mind you, when you think about it, they are in this lovely warm studio and so therefore they are no mugs. Now, a recent phrase that's become the norm recently in weather forecasts is this wind chill factor. You might hear on a fairly cold January afternoon, temperatures about +2 degrees centigrade in southern England, but the forecaster will say that with this strong easterly wind blowing, it will feel more like -4 or -5. I think they do this to sensationalise the weather. Yeah, I really do. Now, in a sense, every bank holiday, we are almost guaranteed to get rain-bearing clouds, stratus clouds, and we invariably get that wash out on a bank holiday. In that sense, the UK weather is very, very predictable. Although when forecasters get it wrong, it's very unpredictable. So there we are. Now, have you ever heard the phrase that clouds have a silver lining? Well, don't be daft. If clouds had a silver lining, they would be so heavy they would fall down to earth. And that would mean that a cumulonimbus cloud would be worth millions of pounds. Oh dear. Mind you, that would come in handy with a recession, I would think. Heard the phrase, raining cats and dogs? Well, that phrase should be rephrased to raining Dalmatians. Shall I tell you why? Because of the spots. Now, a raindrop is initially round when it forms high up there in the sky in the cloud. But as it falls to earth, it soon becomes flat at the bottom, very flat at the bottom, and curved above. So there you are. Now I wonder if flat earthers like to think of flat raindrops. Now there's a thought. Also, crocodile tears are not shaped like crocodiles. You know, we hear some funny phrases to do with the weather. You might get a group of undesirable people, whatever, dubbed a shower. You might hear people saying, oh, it's chucking it down with rain outside. Well, how stupid can you get? You can't chuck rain. I mean, if you try this, it will go through your fingers. Also, you might hear people say, don't talk wet. You know, well, are they having an argument in a shower or a hurricane or a storm or whatever? Now, a great fashion accessory, and you see lots of women carrying these around when it's raining, are these see-through umbrellas. I think they're very nice. Now, one handy thing with these is that you can see when it has stopped raining without having to take the umbrella down. Great idea, girls. So I do hope you have enjoyed this. You all love the weather. Well, I do anyway.